Aprevit.
Bonjour!
Hey everyone, welcome to The Morning Brew with Vienna Whyte, a Yeg music production, episode 42. We are your hosts. I'm Marissa Kay.
I'm Millie Rouge.
And hey everybody, good
Hey,
morning.
raise the roof! I'm going to stop when that continues. Yes, I'm Millie Rouge. Welcome.
Good morning. And the only pain I have in my head now is very, very mild.
Okay.
And it's just in my neck. My brother has this, he calls it a peanut, which he got from it's like physiotherapist place that he goes to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like red, and it literally looks like two balls just like squished together.
Oh
It
yeah,
looks
I
like
have
a
one of
peanut.
those. Yeah.
Dexter chewed on it though, because I came home one day and I was like, oh, he got a new toy. Okay. And I just kind of walked away, and then Matthew comes home. He's like, what did he do to my peanut? I was like, oh, whoops. I thought it was a new toy. I didn't know. He didn't tell me. So
That's
I know. Anyway, so it's kind of chewed up because Dexter got to it. But basically, he showed me this exercise that you do, and you have to put it
on your back?
down on your spine. Yeah. So it's like your spine is in between. And I realized that was a really weird hand gesture, but it's fine. So you put it between your spine, and then you have to put your knees, feet on the ground and knees up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to do one arm up and then the other arm down. And you have to do 10 of these.
Yeah.
And you have to go up 3 inches every single time. Oh my God, it was so painful.
Yeah. Actually,
I was breathing. I was like,
I'm swimming.
Basically. And he's like, slow down. I was like, I can't, it hurts.
It hurts too bad. Yeah, my mom, I told her I was having some back pain, so she bought me literally that thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, same things with the arm, so it must be a common back pain exercise.
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't even for my back pain, it was just my neck and shoulders, and then it just kind of radiated up here, and
it's all connected.
I realized that when I pushed, so I was telling my brother about it because he gets headaches. A lot of things are wrong with him, but medically, by the way, he's a fine person. Just medically, he's a lot of things wrong with his body.
Good for clarifying.
He's 29, but his body is 85. So
yes,
that's what you get for Ukrainian dancing for 26 years or whatever. So I realized that I pushed. He was like, "Where does it hurt?" So I was telling him, and then I was like, "When I push in here, it feels better." And when I release it, it starts to hurt again. He's like, yeah, it's definitely a sinus thing. So apparently, because we had this weather change, because it was super, super cold, rainy for a while, and then yesterday was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Apparently it was the air pressure thing. So he said he woke up with a headache, and then 2 of our friends who also are have allergies and have a sinus thing. My friend Michaela, she gets migraines all the time, and apparently she woke up with a headache, and we both live in the same neighborhood, so it makes sense. And so he's like, yeah, it's an air pressure change, especially in this house that we have. It's the basement is really weird, and then upstairs it was really hot, and so that's probably why. I mean, the other part of it is probably me whipping my head back and forth dancing to Britney. So
that's awesome.
There's a lot of hair in that in the choreo. The hair flipping is part of the choreo, and I can't not do it.
I
it's
know.
Important. Also, Brian Friedman shared my post, and it made me so happy. He responded to my DM. I was like, oh my God.
That's awesome. What did you just send to the video?
No, I posted it on my Marissa Kay story. I was going to post it on Vienna Whyte, and I was like, I don't know if this is relevant to anything that we're posting. This is more of a personal thing for me.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, I was learning the Slave for You challenge, the Britney choreo. And he asks you to post it so he can share it to his story. So I posted it thinking he's not going to see it or whatever. I'll just post it because I want to and I'm proud of it. And then he shared it to his story, and then I was like, oh my God, he actually shared it. So I sent him a message, not thinking that he'd respond. I was like, hey, just so you know, thank you for this. It helped kind of pull me out of my rut of inactivity and really made me feel good about myself because I've been feeling like crap lately. And then he responded with, oh, I love that. I was like, ah! I can't believe you responded.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's how I felt the other day when I think it was either me or you. Someone messaged an artist, and I told you this story already, so you know what I'm talking about. But
this story, yeah.
And I was like, oh, who's Ruben Young? That sounds really familiar. So I click on his profile. I'm like, oh my God, this is the guy that sings a song, and he has a song called Vienna, which I think this was even before we had our band, which I think is weird.
Ruben, can we collab so we can have our name in your song?
Right? But
we should cover that song.
We should, because I was saying to him, I was like, oh my gosh, because we asked him to the round table, and he's like, oh, unfortunately, I'm just pretty busy, which makes sense. And I was like, yeah, no, that's totally fine. Like, I'm so glad you were able to, like, you reached out to us and even responded, because most people that are like even below his level don't respond, and you're like, cool. But he's like, yeah, I love all things Vienna, smiley face. And I was like, yes, me too. So we'll have to do. That'd be really cool. It's a cool song. It's like a nice pop ballad, so I really like it.
Ooh, 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 ooh. We could do like
A mashup.
well, we could do oh yeah, we could do a mashup, and we could do like make it like a social isolation video, or I drive to your place, stand on the driveway on the sidewalk, you stand inside, and we record each other with our phones singing.
There you go. Just playing. That's awesome. Speaking of things that are awesome, nailed it today.
We're gonna get to our topic of the day.
I was like, I don't want to miss this opportunity.
Things that are awesome. Our topic of the day is our top 3 music videos of all time.
Yes, queen.
Which I took this very, very seriously. I spent a lot of time thinking about this.
Interesting.
I did. I think music videos are amazing, and MTV was a beautiful thing that I think we don't have enough appreciation for.
Nope. I look bald. Here, let me adjust this. I don't look bald.
You look great.
Thank you.
There you go. So anyway,
so music videos, yeah, you were saying.
Yes. Yeah, so I took this very, 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 very seriously, because I was thinking of all these different music videos that that like kind of defined eras and generations and stuff. And I was trying to think of the ones that, like, if you picture a song, you could picture the music video. So it was very hard for me to come up with 3. So I want to talk about a whole bunch of other ones before I give my top 3.
Yeah, I actually have 3, and then I have some honorable mentions as well, because I think it's very hard to just like pinpoint exactly, my favorite, because there's so many music videos in the world. That's the problem, is there's like way too many.
MTV was a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. Do you remember actually that show, MTV Video on Trial?
Oh yeah,
that was a great show. We should bring it back.
Okay, so I have I just want to list all of the ones that I kind of just listed. I have a whole list here. But there's a couple of these that I wanted to, I'm not sure which one. Some of them I picked because I'm just like, this would be funny to bring up. But then other ones I picked because I'm like, you can picture the music video in your mind as soon as you hear like the first line. So for that reason is why I picked some of these videos. So it's hard to pick 3 of all time though, because they're all so good. And I love visual storytelling as much as I love as much as I love the music side. I always think about what the music video would look like, and I think it's really cool to kind of picture that in your head. So my first mention are both Backstreet Boys. So the first one is Backstreet's Back. Because again, that one is just it tells a story. I don't know if you've seen that music video.
I can't really remember, but I can vaguely picture it in my head.
They're in a haunted house and they're dancing around in a haunted house. They all have different like faces. Like Nick is like a mummy, and then I forget the other guys' names. One dude is like the Phantom of the Opera, the other dude is like Jekyll and Hyde, and then one guy is a vampire. Anyway, they're all dancing around. So that was my first one. The second one I had was The Call by the Backstreet Boys. That one is just very early 2000s, where it's like, my battery is low, and then it like zooms into like this old Nokia looking phone, and it's like shoo, and it's supposed to look like all high tech. It's great.
Actually, that quickly reminds me of I think it's a Destiny's Child video, or no, just a Kelly Rowland video, and I'm sure you've seen this before. But it like zooms in on her phone, and she's like, "You didn't call me back," and she's literally on an Excel sheet pretending like she's texting. Like, who allowed this?
That's how you can tell if a music video was made by an old person.
Yeah.
Yeah, That's really funny.
But anyway,
Um,
continue your list.
yeah, so I just want to go through like my list, and then I'm going to tell you what my top 3 are from my list afterwards. So just going to go through like really quickly. I'm not going to spend as much time on each one. NSYNC, Bye Bye Bye, just because of like the
Yeah.
moving set was like really, really cool. I think that was the first time that was ever used in like a music video, I think, other than like
Cool.
Jamiroquai for that one song. I forget what it's called. Lady Marmalade, because of just sheer star power. And it's because it's Moulin Rouge.
And
I
all the
love
collaborations. That was the sweetest like collaboration song.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh
was
yeah.
so cool.
Beyonce, Single Ladies, because you can picture that in your head.
That was on my list.
Yep.
Because it's
And also
literally become
Formation.
an iconic dance.
Yes. And also Formation by Beyonce. That whole music video is just like insane. That album is insane. Listen to Beyonce's Lemonade, because oh my God.
Yeah.
So good. Obviously I had to go for my girl Britney, because she's got all the iconic music videos.
Yeah.
Baby One More Time, Oops, I Did It Again, Slave for You.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Lucky's
We
so
don't
great.
count Lucky.
I love that video.
If I had to pick my favorite one of the Britney videos, I'd probably pick Baby One More Time, because that was like the OG Britney.
Yeah. But I was
now,
thinking, because I actually had Britney Spears on my list too. I put the Oops, I
Mhm.
Did It Again music video where she's in the schoolgirl outfit. I think that's the correct.
Oh wait, yeah. That was the
Yeah.
one I meant.
So
Oops,
I
I
think
did. Not, they both sound like the same song.
they do. They actually do. Yeah. But I think for like the reason that song is so amazing, that video is amazing, because that was really like the start of like a super famous video. Like, I mean, more in the pop like 2000s. I'm not talking about the like 1970s and 80s, because there are definitely some good ones there. But I think like choreography wise, it was like the start of a really cool kind of like
Trend.
generation kind of thing in videos. And yeah. And actually
launched Wade Robson's career. I'm kidding. No, he didn't launch his career.
I guess I'll actually wait, because I think that's one of my number ones, but I'll wait for that one. But there were some good choreography music videos from before then, for sure.
Yeah, if there is choreography in a video, it is definitely in my list.
Yeah,
Because I love choreography. If you look at any of the old Marissa Kay videos, they're all dancing in them. Then, okay, so I had a couple of like newer ones. My Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade. That whole music video just gives me chills every single time. American Idiot, just because it's a classic.
Oh yeah.
Classic. And it's, I don't know, I just remember like the TV and like, I don't know, that was a cool music video. Sarah Bareilles, Over You, just because I like the concept behind it. And I know that's not really like a famous one. But it's basically, she starts off, she's like singing about, you know, getting over somebody, and it's like a happy la da 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 da.
Yeah.
And then as she like goes through the store, she's wearing a certain outfit, like hair up, dark makeup, white t-shirt, leather jacket, and black pants. She's kind of dancing around the store. And then as she touches people, they like go out of frame, and then they come on and they're wearing the same outfit as her, and they're all like dancing together. So again, like choreography, it's a really, really cool video, and it's all in like a convenience store, which is awesome. And then Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 Miles.
Oh yeah.
Piano. Yes.
That was pretty iconic. Yep.
And then I have two kind of older ones. Take on Me. That music video. A funny honorable mention that's not actually in my list, but I just thought it was really funny, was Dancing in the Street.
Oh, okay. I
don't know if you know that one. David Bowie and Mick Jagger. It's like the
Oh.
dumbest video you'll ever see. It's amazing.
Interesting.
And then obviously any Michael Jackson music video,
There you go.
which was hard for me to pin down. One of them is in my top 3. I'm not going to mention it right now, but.
Okay, so let's just say it then, because I think we both have the exact same choice.
No. We'll say it at the end. Go at the end.
Okay. Yeah, I had some honorable mentions too that I just, before my top 3 kind of, they're on my phone, so unfortunately I won't be able to remember one by one. But I did mention, I think I mentioned Britney Spears' Toxic, because that one was just like very popular for its time, and it was what seemed like a very controversial video. I actually wrote down Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe, because I love that music video. Hyped up because she's like, yeah, I'm gonna ask this dude for his number, and it's like 3 minutes of her chasing this dude around, and then she finds out he's gay, and I'm like, that's perfect. That is the ending I wanted to see. What were my other options I put? Okay. Well, actually, no, I can't tell that one yet.
I
But
listed every single one on my list, and I'm not going to tell you what the top 3 are yet, but I listed every single one.
so here's the thing, like with music videos, I have a list, but I can't remember the top of my memory right now, so I'll just have to look at it later. But I'm not a huge actual fan of music videos, because when I watch them, like when I watched the first video for the very first time, I'm always like, oh yay, so exciting, like new music video. But I find that, I watched them once and I never watched them again. So to me, as an artist, I get the concept of making music videos, because it is cool, and it's like a way to show your art and how artistic you are and kind of your vision, typically with the music video, if it relates. But I find nowadays, it seems, maybe this wasn't as much like it way back then, but it seems like music videos never make sense anymore to the music that's
Yeah.
produced, if that makes sense.
Well,
Like, I'm trying to think of an
yeah.
example, but
Well, I think it's just any music video that's just somebody singing,
mhm.
or just like somebody just like in something that's not really related to what, I mean, like music videos did this in the past. This isn't a new thing.
Yeah.
But I find, yes, I agree. I find like a lot of music videos nowadays, just from any artist that I see,
Mhm.
whether they're big name or small name, I notice that it's a lot of just like, and it, don't get me wrong, like they look really cool and they're very visually
Yeah.
pleasing, but like most of the time I find that it's not super related to the song, other than that they're singing the song.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, I guess for me personally, I like it when music videos add to the song rather than it's just another visual thing for you to
Just a
look at.
random, yeah.
Yeah, so like if usually I will like a music video if there's some sort of story behind it.
Yeah.
Like, great example, Baby One More Time, or Oops, I Did It Again. There's a story behind that. Like,
Yeah.
she's at school, she's whatever. I mean, I guess it's not super related. But it's
Mhm.
about like a dude who has a crush on her, putting him, I guess that's very high school. Or like Backstreet Boys, the what you call it, Backstreet's Back, that whole storyline of, they go to this haunted house and they have to stay the night, and then they turn into these monsters. And
Yeah.
so that's kind of cool, because like they're coming back from the dead, which is very like haunted
Yeah.
house type thing. So
Yeah.
like that's the kind of stuff I like, where you can like it adds to the
Mhm.
overall experience of listening to the song. I
Yeah.
think it should add, not take away.
Yeah. And that's all the time we have on Instagram, guys. So if you want to keep watching, tune in tomorrow at 6 a.m. or whenever you wake up on YouTube.
On YouTube. Bye, everybody.
Now I can pull up my notes because I
Okay.
could not remember for the life of me. I mentioned Chandelier by Sia.
Ooh, that's a
That
great
music
one.
video was cray, and it was pretty
That,
big at the
yeah.
time because it
Well,
had
and
Shia LaBeouf.
that girl is like an amazing dancer
Yeah,
too.
and
Yeah.
Maddie Zed. I can't remember how to say
Hmm.
her last name. I mentioned Single Ladies, like you said. I also mentioned Oops, I Did It Again. Not Oops, I Did It Again. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Paparazzi by Lady Gaga, because there was a few years in like the 2010s when Lady Gaga was just like releasing these like films, essentially these like 13-minute music videos,
Hmm.
that were just like so obscure, and most of them had stories for the most part from what I remember.
Hmm.
But I feel like she really started this train of like these super unique music videos, and I think artists really felt like they could start expanding and not having to do this, quick 3-minute video. I
Hmm.
think she kind of broke that barrier and made it pretty cool. I mean, maybe she wasn't the first one necessarily to do it, but I think she kind of re-encouraged the idea that they could be more than just like 3 minutes of filler, dancing or whatever, right? So I kind of thought that was pretty cool. And when I think of music videos, I kind of think of the ones I used to watch of hers, at least. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, because like she's pretty iconic in all of her stuff.
Mhm. So let's kind of, I guess, let's go through like we both mentioned our. Oh, there was another honorable mention I wanted to mention.
Mhm.
Panic at the Disco. I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. I feel like that was such a great video when I was younger, and I thought it was
Yeah.
so like, it was just cool. I don't know. I just liked the video a lot. It had a lot of
Yeah.
like a huge
Like,
storyline to it, and it really helped to kind of visualize the song because it's such an interesting song if you don't have a context to it. I feel like it's hard to,
Yeah.
you know,
The original Greatest Showman was that music video.
basically.
Yeah, they had a lot of cool music videos. I can't believe I forgot about Panic at the Disco. They had a lot of really cool music videos.
Yeah.
That one's great. The But It's Better If You Do is also a really good music video. Very raunchy, but I like it.
Yeah.
Um, and isn't this exactly where you like me? I'm exactly where you like me. I know. Good song. Dance Dance, also by
Oh,
Fall
yeah.
Out Boy.
Yeah.
It's also a pretty good one. I
Yeah.
just like I said, I think that any music
I
video
mean,
should add to a song. It should add to your experience, and
yeah,
it should enrich it, is what I think.
totally.
Um, so it's for those reasons why I picked my top three, not
Top
because of the
three.
nostalgia factor, but because of how it adds to your experience.
Yes.
So I'll let you go into your picks
Yeah.
first.
So I realized the song I'm thinking I didn't actually put in my top three, but I will mention at the end because I think it's going to be the same one you mentioned. So my number three is actually Bish Better Have My Money. It's not so Bish, obviously.
Yeah.
But that music video when I watched, I just remember being like, holy crap. Like that was just an insane video. Um, it kind of had the storyline of this woman who's being, I don't know if she was being taken advantage of this older man, and she like basically goes to his house and like scares his wife. It doesn't sound like it's a great video, but there's just a lot of power in it. It feels like when you watch it, you're just like, holy crap, like this woman is crazy, but she's like getting what she deserves, if you will, right? So she ends up like stealing all his money, and I think she ends up killing him and maybe his wife. I don't even remember what she did. But it's just like
I gotta watch this music video.
it sounds crazy, but like if you kind of imagine a family that's like in a like cultish kind of like The Purge, you can kind of imagine that in like this rich mansion, and they're like
Oh, interesting.
terrible people to other people, and like so she's basically just getting like revenge, right? So she I think she like stuffed some people in some cars. And anyways, the ending scene is just really cool because she's basically butt ass naked. No one's technically seen Rihanna butt ass naked till then. Just in a treasure chest covered with money, and she's just like lying there, like blood on her hands, and you're just like, "Ooh, girl, you are crazy!" But like, it's really cool.
That's awesome. I'll have to watch that. I kind of forgot that song existed.
I did kind of too, honestly. But I just think the way it was shot was just like really interesting, and it felt like I was kind of watching like a mini movie basically of a woman who's like earning her revenge back, or her power, if you will. So that's kind of why I think it like sticks in my brain as being one that I actually remember. So that's my number three for me.
Ooh, okay. See, I had a very tough time choosing my number three. So I'm gonna start with MCR Welcome to the Black Parade. Because that one, it's just like I talked about this before, but like the whole concept behind it is just very, I don't know, I guess I'm very passionate about grief and dealing with grief and all that stuff, just because I experienced it a lot.
Yeah.
So so the whole concept of when you die, you're kind of taken away by a parade, and it's kind of like a celebration.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a very comforting fact for me. So the whole music video starts with a patient dying in a room, and then all the walls fall down, and that's where he dies, and he's surrounded by this giant like landscape. And then he sees this parade coming, and then at the very end, he has like a medal around his chest, and it's like, I don't know, it's just, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. It's just a very beautiful way that it was done, and the way that, I don't know, just very visually beautiful, and just, it looks very like post-apocalyptic type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I would definitely recommend you watching it, and I don't know, it gives me chills. And also, honorable mention, Famous Last Words, they're burning the Black Parade float in that music video. That's really cool. Yeah, just in general, My Chemical Romance music videos are just very cool.
Well thought out. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just very well thought out, very artistic. Yeah, that's my third pick.
So my number two, I had to throw in a Taylor Swift video because I just had to. But it's actually the Blank Space video, and for a couple of reasons.
I knew you were going to pick that one. I thought of that one. I was like, Michelle's going to pick this one.
Well, I thought about some of her earlier stuff, and I was like, you know what? Some of those videos are great. Most of her earlier ones. Even like I didn't love the song "You Belong with Me," but just like the concept back then of like, it was pretty cool. But the reason I picked Blank Space is, yeah, the music video is cool and all in itself, but I really enjoyed the costuming in the music video, the set. She was at this crazy ass mansion, and I was just like, I want
That was cool.
there. She's, you know, the song itself is kind of like a humorous song. I think people actually do take the song seriously, as if she's saying that she's crazy. But the point is to mock that people think she is crazy girlfriend or crazy girl or whatever. So I just think it was sweet because at the time it felt like very, I guess for a lot of female artists, I'm sure there's lots that are vocally spoken, and it's not just like Taylor Swift is the only one. But I think this is kind of her first step of like, as an artist, being like, you know what? Like, and even this, I feel like this would be with like Sarah Bareilles and like the song, like Love Song. It's like, you know what? Like, you don't know me. You are making all these assumptions about me, and I'm just gonna prove you wrong and tell you that you're being stupid. So that's why I kind of enjoyed that video, because I just felt like she really dramatized, obviously, the crazy girl role, and I think it did. And I think for a lot of girls too, they can relate to that music video because, I mean, not that we're in mansions or anything like that, but people kind of make
people constantly telling you that you're crazy and
or you're being
too
a bitch, or you're
you're
being
sensitive,
or why are you acting crazy? So I think it really sets a precedent of like, you know, it's an influence to girls, but I think it's also, as herself, it was like a time to be like, you can make fun of me all you want, but I just make money off of you making fun of me. So
yeah, I like that kind of poking. I like that poking fun at yourself type thing. That's exactly my humor. I poke fun at myself.
Yeah, so that's my number 2.
It's a good number 2 choice. My number 2 choice is Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles, just because it's so iconic. And not just because it's one of my favorite songs, but because the music video, I mean, everybody knows there's memes made out of this music video. So like, it's very iconic and you can picture it in your head is what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's my number 2 pick.
Yeah. And I think for that time being like the time when she was really popular, and she, I just think it just did really well, I think, for that time. But what I guess maybe you would know, but like what really happened? Like, why did she stop being a musician? Do you know?
I don't know. Well, I think it's because she had a kid. She's doing music now though. She's releasing stuff now.
Okay.
But yeah, she had a kid. I think she's baby number 2's on the way. I don't remember.
Okay. But I feel that's not like an excuse to just stop. But maybe
I don't know. I honestly I think that was part of it. I don't know if that's the whole reason. But yeah, like she had a whole bunch of really great hits after that, like Paradise, Ordinary Day.
She did.
What else? The White Houses is a good song. Yeah, I don't know. She's cool. She is releasing music now though, so you should go check out her stuff now.
So my number 1, because I just looked at the time, is, now I really want to say the one that you're going to say, because I already know what you're going to say. I don't need to ask you. I already know. My brain wavelength knows what you're going to say for your number 1. So I'm agreeing with your number 1, and that's like my second choice, my number 1. If I could pick a second choice of a number 1.
Okay. Do you want me to say my number 1 first before you say yours?
Sure. Because
okay.
It's going to be Thriller by Michael Jackson. I'm right.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Well, for me, it was a tie between Thriller and Smooth Criminal.
Yeah,
just because the both of those
was like iconic.
Thriller was iconic, and like people danced to it. Like that was the music video that I think people remember the music video more than they remember the song. Like, so
that's the only lyrics I know. And it just defines the season of Halloween now. Whenever you hear that song, you think Halloween. Yeah, I think that's an incredible impression.
Yeah, well, and Michael Jackson's music videos are just always a huge production. Like, I don't know if you saw This Is It.
Choreography.
Have you seen This Is It? It's like like when he was supposed to go on tour and then he passed away. So they released all this like rehearsal footage. Oh my God, it was so cool to watch. Like it would have been an amazing concert. Like absolutely. Yeah. So where they like had a nod to all of his iconic things before and all of his music videos, and like it was so cool. Yeah. So cool.
Yeah. That video just, I think it just speaks for itself. But that video terrified me when I first watched it. I was like,
oh, me too. Yeah. I was terrified.
Scared.
I watched it as a kid, and it's like the part where he like looks over his shoulder and it's like, ah ha ha ha. I'm like,
creepy.
Anything with yellow eyes just scared the crap out of me. The dog from Goosebumps scared the crap out of me.
That's amazing. So my number one, actually, it's kind of a really random pick, but I think for the dancing and the choreography of this song, it's incredible. So the band OK Go released a music video called Here It Goes Again.
Yes, that is an iconic music video.
Choreography on a treadmill. I don't think I need to explain more about why the video is great.
Well, yeah, and the other reason why that one is so, I forgot about that one because that was the first time it was like virally went.
Yes.
What am I trying to
YouTube.
say? That yeah, like with the like when YouTube was becoming a thing. Yeah. It went viral on YouTube, and the people started like parodying it. I think I saw a parody before I saw the actual video.
Wow.
Oh no. No. I didn't.
Right there.
What?
YouTube right there. That was the start, man.
Yeah, that was like if you want to put like the start of YouTube, that's like OK Go's music video.
Right.
And that's kind of how they structured their music videos after that, was just trying to be or not trying to be, but just like they also had really cool concepts that were, again, because that adds to the experience of the song, you know? Like because OK Go's Here It Goes Again. It's just a song and it's great, but then you watch the music video, you're like, wow, this is so cool, and then it just kind of adds
to everything.
Like this adds to this adds to this kind of thing. Yeah. Also like the whole one where they had like the what's it called? That machine where you like hit a ball and it rolls here, hits the
it's like a domino effect kind of. I remember that.
They had that, which was really cool. That was a cool music video. Yeah. They just Pork and Beans with Weezer was also a good music video. Yeah. But yeah, it's good choice. That's a good number one.
Thank you.
I respect that.
So that is all the time we have for today, friends. Thank you for listening to our top 3 music video picks of all time.
Hi.
I'm Millie Boo.
I'm Ruth Kate. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when these videos come out. They come out Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. MDT. Grab a coffee. Tell us your favorite music videos. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why or why not? Write your thesis in the comments.
Do you want to be friends?
No one's going to comment on this video. Let's be real.
All right. Adios.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Yeah.